Hey everybody, and welcome again to Christmas in July. I'm Barbara, and this is an advent calendar from GTG, Dollwear, and this is all of their information, which I will link to also in the description below, and some of you may actually want to use the scan code. There was also a lovely note, and again, just to remind you, this is another advent calendar, so this Christmas card is going to probably read a little strangely since I did not open this in December of 2024. But let's see. Here we are. It's very pretty. Actually, it's quite pretty. I love it. Dear Barbara, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Best wishes, Dasha. And there is a quote for those of you not familiar with the Christian Bible. This is from John 14:27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not let them be afraid. That's actually kind of a very appropriate quote right now for what's going on in July 2025. There's a lot of reasons to have our hearts troubled, especially today. And I actually thought about not doing this video because we lost Magia 2000 today, Mario and Gianni, in a terrible car accident. But then I decided to go ahead because I want to bring us some joy. So let's go ahead and take a look. And mercifully, also, all of this is in numerical order. So let's see what each box gives us. So we're going to start all the way down here, or she's going to try to, with number 1. This is all 1/6 scale, meant for a doll. And we start off with a pair, which I really needed, of male briefs. Very soft cotton. Very simple number 1. Number 2 is a little more stylized with some coffee, with a stocking. I was going to say that was coffee, and I'm like, that's not coffee. Beautiful box. I think I may wind up keeping this box just to be able to use it, maybe. I don't know. This is all about sustainability and reusing the packages, so maybe I'll do something with it later on. This is a beautiful and very timely wreath, and I think you've seen in some of my dioramas, if you follow me on Instagram, I always love hanging a wreath over the hearth, so I'm definitely going to keep that around. Let me grab 3 while it's kind of easy to grab it. I'm guessing if 2... Oh, I'm guessing wrong, because I was going to say, oh, it's probably more clothes, but it's not. It's a copy of The Little Prince, but it does not actually have the story in it, and that's probably for copyright reasons. And this very beautiful little charm of a rocking horse. Let me grab number 4 while I can. Oops. I wonder why she decided to put 3 and 4 together like that. Four. Very nice. I believe the K is probably for Ken, but you can pretend it's some other letter, or you can just use this napkin elsewhere. And as always, socks. Because just like human beings, clocks in the 1/6 scale tend to disappear. And if you're wondering, yes, this is themed to a male doll. This is why I bought it. Because I have male dolls and very few people actually work with male dolls. This is 5. Lots of snowflakes. And we have, again, very soft. They are jeans. They are, I guess you would say, distressed. What I'll probably do in a couple of days, and I'll put the link in the description below once I do it, is I will take photos of how an action figure looks in some of these in the doll. Okay, 6 is at the bottom. So let's go back down to 6. Let's go back down to 6 and pray. Maybe that's like a thermos? I don't know. 6 is a notebook of fashion for sketching. It is a book, a collection of Vivienne Westwood's catwalk, and again, for copyright reasons, she probably could not do that. And then apparel news, written California apparel news. There we go. A little newspaper, something to read. All right. So 7 is quite demonic looking. It's like super Rudolph. Rudolph is trying to join either the DCU or the MCU. Because, you know, Franken and Bass don't do it for him anymore. 6 points if you know what I'm talking about. 7 points if you can see how long it... Whoa! Okay, first of all, super soft. This is a throw blanket. Super soft. But it's July, so we cannot blanket. But man, is this nice. This is really nice. I guess in Australia, it's cold. Mad love to Sam Neill, who is definitely not watching this video. But we give mad love to Sam Neill because he's Sam Neill. Box 8. Box 8 with some mistletoe. There you go. The first box I cut. Oops. This is cute. This is a frame, a very nice frame. And that comes with something already in it, Chanel. Quick story. So many years ago, there was an ad in Vogue magazine, and it was a pop-up ad, and it had this gorgeous Chanel. It was almost like a screen for a wardrobe with the Chanel lettering. It was quite attractive. And I held on to it for years and years and years before I was finally able to use it in a diorama. And the point of that story is to say, if you see something cool, always hold on to it, because you never know when you might get a chance to use it again. Day 9. Can't go wrong with a teddy bear. And this is, of course, the necessary multi-seasonal sleeveless vest. Fully lined. Very nice. And so far, I have no reason to suspect that this would be a problem, in the sense that it would only fit certain dolls and certain action figures. These all seem to have that sort of generousness to it, that it will probably fit, unless it's like a really big butted butted doll. You know who you are, Adonis. Everything else should fit. So let's try We pause while I recreate the set. Several minutes later. No, not several, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we get to 10 by way of 8 and 4. Or 25 or 624. That shouldn't get me a copyright strike, should it? Okay, apparently to go along with the briefs, we have a tank top. In the US, we have another name for it, which I will not repeat. Alright, so since 10 also gives us 11, I'm going to make my life easy. Pull out 11. I like, by the way, again, I mentioned this when I was talking about Vonk's miniatures, that these colors are not necessarily the traditional red and green. So this we have the beautiful, the Christmas we didn't expect. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Great reading material for Christmas. We have a hot chocolate, which I'm going to assume if it's in plastic, it's frozen hot chocolate. And the Christmas post. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, even if it's July. Which it is. All right, so we're going to go 11, 10, 8. I'm going to go 8, 'and then the 4. And we're going to pause thoughtfully. Here's 12. And by thoughtfully, I mean, where the heck is it? There it is. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. And this gives us a beautiful, not obnoxious Christmas sweater. And by not obnoxious, I mean we do not have to worry about it being like a light up Christmas tree or something like that. Again, very soft materials. This is not lined, but we don't have to worry because these are dolls. We don't have to worry about them getting itchy. But it closes with snaps, which I love. Many of us love because the hook and eye has pretty much outlived its day. We pause thoughtfully again. 13. There's a way to open this. Okay, here we go. Oops. Here we go. Oh, it opens this way. So this is interesting. I wonder what this could be. It is a very elegant scarf. DIQRD. I'm sure that has a meaning. I don't know what it is. But it is very elegant. And I think this is probably a good place for me to pause and stop. And we will continue with the rest of this beautiful advent calendar from GT Dollwear in the next video. So please come back tomorrow and we will unveil the rest of this great advent calendar. I'm Barbara. Take care.